In this chaotic world, there are always some ridiculous things happening. Have you ever thought that running a business is like a game? He doesn't want anyone, Gangu says the harshest words, but deep down, he's feeling pretty crummy because he really loves Bar. Those who want to achieve greatness can't be tripped up by petty little love affairs. This guy has bigger and deeper meanings waiting for him ahead. The next day, Lisa struts out of the brothel like a rock star, creating a buzz that's never been seen before, leaving everyone all ears. She's feeling a bit uneasy, very anxious. To put it simply, she's basically a broken record of nerves. The stir caused a sensation. Gangu pulled off something almost impossible, leaving everyone utterly floored. He looks great, but struggles in private. How could he stay indifferent about his beloved's wedding? Gangu sheds tears of pain, but allows himself just a minute of sadness. What's gone is just a memory. What's coming is an opportunity. Thanks to the huge impact of the wedding at the brothel, Gangu triumphs over Rakia, becoming the new mayor of the red light district. But he didn't just rely on guts. Ultimately, it's about his mental core. No matter the environment, Gangu remains composed and adheres to 3 key principles. First, keep improving service quality. Even if it attracts disdain, he approaches it with dedication. Second, let yourself shine. Women are like flowers. Whether they bloom in a temple or a restroom, their fragrance is innate, so don't let yourself be overlooked. Third, have self-respect and love yourself. Be fearless of anyone, because every penny she earns is hard. This spirit deeply inspires other women, and they see the warrior's perseverance and resilience in Gangu. But even so, the profession of a sex worker is still seen as the lowest of low. Banks refuse to open accounts for them, claiming their money is suspicious, ruining other customers' funds. Even their parents wish they would just disappear. Years later, Gangu finally finds the courage to call her mother, but the moment she hears her voice, her brave fall. A deck crumbles instantly. She's just a lost child. Mom. I'm talking about just now. Did you hear me? Oh, picking up a call after 12 years. When you left, you hadn't even finished your drink, and your name was still left hanging. I really miss you, Mom. Like super miss you. Before Gangu could finish, her mom hung up. She wanted to pour out everything she had been through and the tough roads she had walked, but it felt like her mom abandoned her the moment she stepped outside. Even though it was expected, Gangu still felt a deep sense of loss, like her heart was ripped out. Since she entered the brothel, society severed her ties with her family. However, the women in the red light district aren't just choosing this life. Most were sold here by their parents or husband. They are marginalized and abused, facing life or death situations. What does the body even mean? But no one sympathizes with them. Even worse, government officials rally the crowd to drive them out for land development. They claim it's to protect the local students. Absurd. India hardly has any jobs for women. The end result of the eviction is pushing them to the brink, prompting Gangu to take the kids from the brothel to see the principal, requesting to let them enroll in school. As long as the school agreed, their issues could be resolved, but the moment Gangu took out the tuition, the principal flatly refused, truly making one not want to think twice about it. If they could become doctors, engineers, or professors, their lives would definitely change. Kids, don't forget to thank your father. Really thank him. Nearby, journalists Phil quietly watched Gangu. Filled with admiration for Gangu, a woman who withstands pressure and strives for other kids, her character is remarkable. She has long surpassed any disdain directed at her, and Phil wanted to interview Gangu. At this unexpected moment, the kids surprisingly came back early, and the photo that Phil had taken unexpectedly quickly made its way onto the cover of the magazine. And Gus brothel closed unexpectedly because a sex worker named Keisha died during childbirth. No one blamed Keisha for her pregnancy. She had been there over 10 years, lonely enough to want the child. She sought a reason to hope and care in this world and ended up losing her life. Her sisters gathered around to dress Keisha up beautifully. For them, death wasn't too bad, as it meant escaping their lives. Let's go. It's time to take her away. Hey, kick her feet in tight. Who knows whose life might change? After burying Keisha, Phil finally found Gangu and honored his promise. He truly published her and her daughter's photos on the cover of a national magazine. This explosive news caused an instant buzz around long-term education followed suit, and Gangu's legendary story became the talk of the town. Phil advised Gangu to ride the wave and use her newfound fame to participate in feminist speeches, so she could fight for women's rights in the red light. This would be a voice rising from the mud straight to the skies. It was Gangu's first speech, and Phil wrote her speech draft. Gangu memorized it all, yet when she was about to step on stage, the introducer got flustered because of her background. Unsure whether to call her Miss or Mom, the audience below erupted into a murmur. But Gangu stood her ground like a warrior in a bar, deftly diffusing the awkwardness. Ultimately, as she set about preparing her speech, she found that all those grandiose words were utterly inadequate in capturing and conveying her deepest true feelings. In reality, what she genuinely wanted to express was never actually put down on that paper.